And hello, today I've got an early 80s Technics cassette deck. It's a RS-M230, I think. Let's have a look at it. And look at all this lovely retro, this silver faced tape deck. Gorgeous. Even got, I like this, an original Technics taping. I don't know what's on it. Don't know if it works. Oh, smooth. Now I'm having a bit of a nerd out with this. Yes. Lovely, lovely. Oh. This thing's really cool, I like this. It's just so straightforward. The back's easy as well, not too many sockets, in and out. That's how I like them. Excellent. Let's power this up. Oh, what? You are kidding me. How short's this cable? You are joking. I'll have to work on this sideways. You bastards, Technics. Oh well. On she goes. Ejects. Let's put this old tape in. Will it work? Nothing going on whatsoever. Not even the tape counter. It doesn't even stop. Microprocessor logic control. It sees no logic. I'm running the motor but the tape's not going. Let's get it apart. Remove the shortest power lead in the world. And another mystery. I was going to say there's no screws. The screws are on the bottom. This looks like some of these old designs where the bottom panel comes out and gives you access to the bottom of the board. Very nice. Well, assuming you can see through the circuit board. Oh well. Find a suitable screwdriver. Let's start with these up here. Oh, there's muck in the screw head. What is that? Oh, what is that? Oh, it's just a bit of hardboard or wood fibre. No drama. At least it wasn't what I thought it was. Yes, it wasn't what I thought it might be. Something disgusting. Yeah, really. Who'd do that to their tape deck? Ones on the bottom are better because the screws don't fall out. See what I mean? Is that enough to get the lid off? 1, 2, 3, 4. That's some sort of reveal. Sort of. There we go. No idea what was holding that up. So, look at all that smells of the 80s. Yeah. Nice. Well, the dry belt's still there. Yeah, it looks a bit old. Motor pulleys, motor belt, yeah. I think all will become clear when we turn it on with the lid off. If the cable will reach. Where is that cable? There. yeah, this one's going to be worked on this way around. That's how we're going to do it. Okay, going live with the power again. So it's on. So let's hit play. Oh, so the motor's running. Motor's running in there. That's good. Let's hit play. Ah. Not much of anything going on. I'm feeling this is a mechanical fault. Yeah, I can't see any pulleys that are stalled. That's be the capstan, that's turning. Yeah, there's only these gears do up here. Oh. Now it's playing. Now it's playing. So I messed up here, and there is a belt there. Okay, if I stop. No, can't stop. Yeah. I think it's just a belt for this sort of gear, sort of clutchy mechanism. Yeah. Let's get digging a bit deeper. Let's see if we can get stuck into the mechanicals of this. So I'm going to get all the screws out of this. Try and get this front panel off. I don't think any of these knobs need to come out. Maybe, maybe not. Don't know. Knobs aren't difficult normally. I just don't like the look of this. This looks pretty embedded on there. Looks like a bit of a pain in the bum. Because this motor here drives the gears here, and we're seeing that the belt's not moving. So presumably the belt's just dead loose. If I get tweezers on there, it doesn't feel bad, to be honest. So I'm not sure what's going on. Maybe the pulley, there's something wrong on the motor. The motor's turning but the belt's not running. Something wrong. Anyway, let's get these screws out. As per normal, there's a lot of them. There is a service manual for this available online. I personally consider this to be cheating to download it until you really have got stuck. Oh, look at that. Well, if you ever wanted to know how a cassette player worked, this is all nicely labelled up. Look at that. Bias oscillator. Oh. There we go. Oh, Dolby noise reduction, remember that? Yeah, when there was only 2 channels. Let me yank a couple knobs off. I don't think they're involved with the predicament I have now where the panel's stuck. What about this one? Oh, flash covers just come off. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so that's what I was looking for. And this still functions? Yes, it does. Good. So I'm thinking there's a screw here. Then there's a screw here. And there's a screw there. What could that be for? Yeah. This is also implicated with the metal framework of the cassette deck. Oh, it's getting a bit, oh, it looks loose there. Got to make sure I don't pull any cables out with it. Turn the main socket out. Nice. The rather nice mechanism. I mean, they definitely compacted this a lot, didn't they, when they made the Walkmans and stuff. There's a lot of wires. I don't know how much this has got to come off. To get to this motor and this mechanism here, this board's got to come out. Pretty sure of that. But yeah, just need to make sure that we disconnect anything fragile. There's a ribbon cable here. I don't know how or where it's connected. It's soldered on that side. It disappears. You need to be careful of that one. That's a hazard. Is this on a socket? That's on a socket. Yeah, socketed plug. Okay. See if we can undo that cable tie thing. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Don't make me cut you off. Yeah. It might not need to come off yet. We might get away with it. So, again, let's get some screws out of this. I just noticed in the size of this chip that's under here. That's quite a lot of silicon, really, for what it is. Yeah, I'm quite wary of this. I'm wondering whether to unsolder it before we wreck it or what. Yeah, I'm going to take this off the motor. If it will come off. Oh, is that? Yeah, it is the pin. God, don't mess me about. Come off. There we go. Whoa! Come back! Screw's running off. This is quite a complicated blooming mechanism. Just keep taking the screws out. This could actually be the real reason I do these videos, so I can actually retrace my steps. That reveals a bit more. There's the belt for the tape counter. This is looking quite a pain in the bum to take apart, but the belts and the mechanism seem really quite good to me. So I can't find anything that's tight. So I'm going to power it up. I'm going to power the motor up and just see what the mechanisms do. So what's in there is, well, I've seen there's the motor itself, and there's also a little solenoid that engages the gears. So we'll see what it does. I'm going to power this motor up here, because this belt and mechanisms, they look quite good. I'm not convinced I'm pursuing it right. So if I power this up, the other thing to consider is there's this solenoid in there, and that just moves this plate up and down, which actually moves this mechanism, lets the brake off and lets this thing function. So I think this does the fast forward and rewind functions. So let's see what it does. So here's some power. I've got about 4 volts on it. Don't know which way around it wants to go. I think it actually changes polarity with the direction of travel. Okay, so that's running, and not a lot's happening. So if I give that little solenoid a little press, I can see it's trying to go. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to swap that over. Put the, so that's now going that way. If I press the solenoid, now we've got fast forward. Okay. Doesn't seem so like it's not working after all. See if it'll rewind that. Yeah. Doesn't seem too bad at all. Yeah, not sure why it wasn't working. Let's loosely put it back together then. I've had another play with this and I've noticed there's another solenoid. I was getting them wrong. There's a solenoid at the bottom here, and what that does, that actually causes the tape heads to lift and lower, part of those start and stop mechanism. Bloody wires come off, hang on. So that's running now, and if I give this, let's get this in position, if I touch the solenoid, the motor's straining, you can see it's just trying to move this gear. There it goes, a little help. Same again, goes, there we go. Oh, did it on its own then? Oh. This is a classic case of sticky gummed up grease. And it could be around here. Now we've sussed out what it is. Just don't know where it is. So what I'm going to do is just sort of systematically just take off every little tiny mechanism, give it a bit of wash with some alcohol and give it some fresh light grease, and see if that frees it off. Well, I've gone all over this trying to find out what's not lubricated, and it might be old grease and lube, but it's very slippery and mucky. So I've changed my mind. I'm back on the belt. Sorry everyone, I've changed my mind. Somehow I've got to change this belt and get it out. Oh, more screws. So how do I get this off? I think, try this screw here. So what does that free up for me? Oh, that's got that out of the way. Oh look, we can see the belt. So this motor can come out the way. So that'll take the belt with it, I guess. Yep, motor's off. This solenoid's got to come out as well. I feel like we're getting there. We're getting there. Oh. Yep, can go. So how do we get this belt off here? Ah, right, I see. There's a little nice plastic washer thing there. See if I can get that to pop up without cutting it in half. Yes, there it goes. So we'll take this out. This bracket here, this bracket holds the capstan in place. Let's take that out of the way. Move that. So that take the belt off as well. So this is the capstan. There's a big wheel on there. A lot of weight to be a very smooth, steady drive. Nice. That we got here. So we've got a bit of a spring loaded thing there. I think take this screw off here. Now we might get springs fly off. I have that feeling. I can feel that there's trouble here. Okay, there we are. So what does that give me? Has that freed it up enough? Oh, you're joking. Still not enough. Ah, it might be. I can thread the belt round here. Yes, we're out. Haha. It has taken, look at the set there, look at the angle of that. That is mental. Well, it's not mental. It's probably part of the trouble. This has gone very sort of hard and shiny, although it still seems okay. It's gone quite hard. Yeah, this is our problem. I've had a rummage in the belts box and I'm finding I haven't quite got the right one. This is the original belt. It's quite a thick section. This is sort of the nearest one I've got right now. I'm not sure it's going to be good enough. I'm just going to put it on and give it a quick try, see if it keeps grip on the system. Work out how to get this threaded through again, mind you, without getting grease all over it. That'll be the other challenge. That's all rotating at the moment, so that's promising. Give that solenoid a little push. Yeah, we got the same problem. Same problem. We can see the belt straining to move there. Yeah. Well, that didn't work too great, so I've come to the decision to buy new belts for it anyway. So these will turn up in the post now, so I'm just going to chuck these in. Start off with the main drive belt. Not that there was much up with that really, but we just took it over the motor plug. That's a bit mucky. I might clean that up. So we'll just pop the new drive belt, this flat belt, over the motor pulley. Just allow that to go back where it was. Take that little skinny belt off. That's looking okay. Let's get our new belt opened. Oh, I'll grab it. There we go. Much better. Much better. So we'll get this over the all these. Slide that back on. That belt's a lot thicker. But has it got enough grip? That's the question. A big cassette player mechanism seems to be struggling a bit here. There we go. That's looking nice. Let's get that a test. Power on. Motors running. Give that a little tickle. Oh yes. This is better. I think that's working okay. Put it all together. Getting closer. I think all the mechanical issues are sorted, but I'm going to put tape in, test it. Now that I've got this rigged up to the oscilloscope and an amplifier to see what's going on, because it's not right. That's never good. That sounds nothing like Belinda Carlisle, and explains why these meters are pegged. I've got nothing down to one channel, and well, I mean, it's probably 50 Hertz just buzzing. What is that? Record levels working. It'll help if I put these knobs back on. Dolby in, out, filter, makes no difference. Yeah. Boom. Well, I think I'm on to some of it. I found this switch. These switches quite often are dodgy. But yeah. There we go. That switch has got to come out. That's giving the sound back on one channel at least. The other one's still dead. Yeah, get this switch out. I have to tin all these first. It might be okay. Try with the old manual solder pump. Get a little screwdriver on here. Some of these pins, I have a habit of bending them over. I mean, I know why they've done it, so they just keep them in place when they're into the solder bath. Ah, it's just broke the pin off. For God's sake. The old curse. I hope we don't break too many of these. Yeah, that one's broke as well. Oh. This job's getting worse. Worse and worse. And the last two bent ones, they're going to break off as well. They probably want to. Yes, why am I not surprised? Bloody thing. Oh, they are so fragile. Pieces of shit. Oh well. should have done enough there to get the thing off. There we are. Not sure if it's motorised, it's got some sort of solenoid on it, I think. Fancy pants. Now, against my better judgment, I'm going to open this up and show you guys what goes wrong with them. And a lot of the things at this age, if I carefully bend this back, in fact what I'm going to do, I'll find a pen or something. Let's find a marker pen, scratch that. Yeah, we'll mark this up as which end. I don't know if you can get it wrong, but that goes there. That's marked up. So what I'm going to do is carefully, oh yeah, I say, bend that out of the way. Carefully just tease these pegs, these legs back. It is a bit of a game. That's those pins sort of bent out of the way. So what we'll do, I'll gently take this off. So you've got the switch carrier there, and this side all the contacts. And what you tend to see, the contacts are corroded, which these are. Now what I'm noticing here is all these contacts are all the same, which means they can all come off one at a time. And they can all be individually cleaned up. You have to watch these, sometimes you get some very small contacts. They're very easily damaged. But if you can see all this sort of black sort of rubbish. I'm going to try a bit of solvent cleaner. This rather expensive dioxide stuff, and just see how well it does on these contacts. You can see it sort of foams up on there. Just give it a bit of time to react and see how brightly they come up. So what I'm going to do to give those a help, I'm going to use a fiberglass pencil. These are horrific for getting little fibres off. Rather nasty, but you'll see that these clean up these surfaces beautifully, like brand new. Do the same with this one. And then we try and do the same on the inside edge. And then over here. Go. Just clean off the the residue there. So that really is just nice. Soak that up. So the rest of that will probably evaporate off. Let's handle the wiper contacts. What I do is I get a bit of paper and just sit these over the edge of the paper like that. Then you can clean them all in one go. That'll do for that side. So again, just hit it with the cleaner. It soaks through like that. Then you just give them a little rub up and down, and you can see the black line that it's leaving. It cleans off all that old oxide, sort of nasty black tarnish that builds up. A slight squeeze as you do it. Okay, so those are ready on that side. Let's see if we can offer this up. It might need a little jiggle, but never much force. Okay, from that side. Yeah, these look okay. They should be good to just push in. Looking end on, it all looks lined up okay. Now we can put our new serviced switch back in the board where it came from. Just push it in. That feels okay, and we'll just spin it round. Just solder a few little connections on. Make sure it's all sat straight, especially when we've got some pins that are a bit short. Just going to tack that one on there. So I'll get my hand round, give it a push. Yeah. And same here. Let's give it a little push, make sure it's sat down properly. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Over here. Not my neatest job. Yeah, I can feel it's just about getting those. We'll have to check those with the multimeter, because if they've not taken, I need another plan. So the multimeter check, what we'll do, we'll put it onto a continuity test, and the switch, if I just check under there, whichever side it was, should be bottom sort of set. That's good. So this is the opposite end up here, so I need to move the switch. If I can do that. There we go. Just check for continuity of these top pins. Yes. And no, that one hasn't. See if we can hit that again with the solder. My luck is in for once. Now I've got it back on its side with the rebuilt switch installed. Let's see if we're any better off. Just hit play. Well, we got good output on the one channel. It's not pegged, but we have got the issue where I've still got one channel missing. Still more trouble. Okay, now I'm trying to trace this signal through. Now I know from the tape heads which come in here, the signal's very low, so it's not going to be great to see. But I do know on pins 3 and 7 there's a signal there, that's good. And is it 7? No, 6, pin 6. Pins 3 and 6 the signal gets amplified from the tape heads, so that's coming there both channels, so we're good. Then we've got these test points here, test points 3 and 4. We see here test point 4 is good and loud, test point 3 nothing. So the problem's around the Dolby circuit. Now there's a couple of chips here which I had a look in the data sheet. So what you should have, the signal should be present on pins 3 and then come out on pin 7, which it does there. On this chip here, it's the same chip, we've got a signal on pin 3 again. On pin 7 we got nothing. So I'm going to very quickly swap those chips over and see if the problem switches sides. I'm going to very quickly put a yellow dot on the suspect chip so I don't mix it up. Oh come on, the pen don't work. There we go. That's the dodgy chip, maybe. Now it's fair to say it's not definitely this chip that's faulty, but it's fairly quick to take the chips out on these. Just swap them over, proves a point. Because if it's not the chips, it's some surrounding component. Could be a capacitor, could be anything. Starts to make your thumb cramp up after a while doing this. I like these solder pumps for their simplicity, but sometimes I do have more sophisticated desoldering equipment. So those are loose this side. Yeah, they all move. Hanging by a good enough. Okay, let's pull them out and swap them over. Right, let's just get these chips out of here, hiding behind there. There we go, and this one here. There we are. You've played nicely. Finally, without anything. Okay, spin around. Where are we? Just solder these in. Help if I actually soldered that in. Oh, there's no pad there. Come on, more solder. And down here. Don't know why I solder sideways sometimes. It's not quicker. Okay, let's see if the fault's moved. Yes, I see straight away on the scope at the top over there. Yes, we got the other channel. So if I just put the probe on here, so IC4, what did I say? Was it pin 3? No, pin 2. Pin 2's got signal, pin 7 flatline. On the IC3, signal, pin 7, yes. We got a bad Dolby chip. So the Dolby chip's an NE646N. Have I got one? Oh, what a chip. No. Ah. Thank you, eBay. Just what I need. And welcome back to me. These have turned up in the post now, so I can fit it in the tape player. And I've just remembered where I've got to put this now. It goes in there, right under there. What a pain. So I'm going to try and tease it in with the tweezers there. Hopefully. Go, oh, straight in. Look of the devil. I'm going to solder that in before it changes its mind about being in the right place. Clean that flux off. It's not a problem to leave it on, just looks cleaner if you get rid of it. Like I was never there. Fingers crossed that was a good chip I've put in, you never know. Ah, that's good news. Working, stereo sound, sounds brilliant. Bar graph's working right. Excellent. Excellent, excellent. I'll put the lid on that now and get rid of it. Now I fixed it, I want to know what was on that tape. What's so special? What does 17 mean? What the hell is this? Oh wow, this is not good. No. Sounds like a kid with a Bond MP keyboard. Bloody hell. Oh well, catch you next time.